Welcome to another tutorial. And today we're going to learn how to import one Pi file into another for use in UPBGE. And this is going to be for components, so we're going to learn how to basically convert components to objects in Python and get going. So what we got here is a blank main.py file. We got a blank project with an empty here. And we're going to rename this empty, let's call it master node. And we'll move it off to the side. Press G and X since you guys need everything spelled out for you. There are plenty of tutorials online, but you guys apparently like it when I tell you what to do. You got to think for yourself. All right. So, since our BGE will only be affecting our components, in our main file we don't have to import BGE or BPY. Instead, we're going to import sys. Then we'll go ahead and save our Pi file. We'll reload it here. And we'll press play. And nothing happens. We got our runtime, but we also have no errors, so that's good. All right, next. We need to create some components to bring into here. So I'm going to open our components folder, our components file. So and it's also blank, but it's not imported in here, but we don't have to. In here we'll import BGE, import BPY. May not need it, but never know. And then we'll go ahead and create our first component. Actually, let's put some objects in here. So what we're going to put in is a player collider that's a cube. Shrink it down. Press G and Z to move it up. And we'll duplicate this. Press Z to move it down on the Z axis. Then we'll do scale and X to make a platform. Do scale and Z, bring it down. We'll go into render view. To make these easier to view, we'll go ahead and apply a new material to it. We'll make it green. We'll add an emission shade. We'll add emission to it. Use color picker, make it the same color. We'll bump it up 0.8 so it's visible. We'll add a new one. We'll make this player. How about pink? I'm feeling dainty today. Don't I look dainty? Say yes. All right. And we'll make that 0.8. That's more of a masculine fuchsia. Or lavender. I like it. Could wear a color shirt like that on my wedding day. If I move out of my mom's basement. All right. Okay, about the camera. Right now, we're going to set the camera to orthographic. And now this is a 2D game. Go to Z-axis. On our platform, we're going to go ahead and press N to go in the N menu. Go to item, and we'll click the the lock on the y-axis here, and lock on the z rotation, and that'll keep it. It'll keep those items locked when we edit them in 2D space. They won't shift around on the y-axis at all, and won't rotate on the z-axis. All right, now we got that set up. What's next? Next, we got to add physics, so we're going to click on our player, and we'll go ahead and name this cube player. And we'll go to physics, give it character physics, and we'll press play. And there we go. Our player now falls to the ground, stops on the platform. All right. Let's go ahead and name this as platform. And actually, we'll do platform.001. So everyone we duplicate after this, it'll be. So if we duplicate this platform, so I'll press Shift D, or I could even instance it, so I can do Control D. Right? Well, did I quit the game? Yeah, I did. Okay. Control D. No. Oh, Alt D. Alt D. There we go. And we'll press Go X, move it over here. All right. So we've done that. It still exists in 3D space, but the camera's orthographic, so everything will look 2D. And this option is scriptable here, so if you look here, you could go over the Python tooltip, and if you wanted in the your game, you could change the camera type to perspective or panoramic or custom, and it'll switch between them, you know. So if you wanted to make a game like Fez, I guess you could, but I don't care about that right now. So next, what we're gonna do is in this components.py file, we're gonna create our component. So I think we should just make this guy jump. So we'll do class player jump. It's going to inherit from bge.types.kx Python component, the greatest component ever made, greatest class in all of BGE, with the exception of KX game object. That one's pretty awesome too. Args equals, we'll go ahead and do isActive and set it to bool, initialize a bool, and then create our start function that inherits args, and then we'll do self.isActive is equal to args isActive our update function. We'll just do a pass for now. Then we're going to create, we initialize the player physics, so first we have to get the object, so self.player is equal to self.object.scene.objects player. And then our player physics is going to be self.player.phys is equal to bg.constraints.getCharacter, which is the character physics on this player object, and then it'll be self.player right? And then in our update, which is what this component will do, it's going to make the player jump. So we'll do self.player. We'll set the jump count on here to 0 to 1. So it should already be 1. Yeah, max jumps is 1. Good. So then we'll do self.player phys dot jump. Okay, so our first component's done. Then we'll create another component called player move. Again, bge.types.kx Python component. We'll do args equals okay, self.isActive is equal to args. And then we'll do again, self.playerphys is equal to bge.constraints.getCharacter. I have to bring in the player. And then we need to create a movement variable that has the equal to a list in 3D space. So self.move is equal to 0.0. We need to add a speed variable to our component, so a speed field. So we'll do move speed And we'll make that an integer. We'll do self.mvSpeed is equal to args except what we're going to do is we're going to multiply it by 0.001 so he doesn't fly off the screen right away. And we'll move this up here. All right. Then we'll do def update. Then we'll do keyboard is equal to bg.logic.keyboard. Then we'll do a is equal to bg.events.akey. D is equal to bg.events.dq. And then we'll do for a in keyboard.active inputs. We're only going to be moving on the x-axis, so we'll do self.move. Zero is equal to A is moving left, so that'll be negative self.move speed. For D in KBD, active inputs, self.move 0. Is equal to self.move speed. And if you end up pressing both buttons at the same time, since this one's positive and this one's negative, move will equal 0 and it won't move, so that'll be good. And then we don't need to do for, it's if. Then we'll do self.playerphys dot we can do self dot object dot world position. There you go. Plus equals self.move. probably wrong. Should be able to do walk, right? Let's try this. Self.playerFizz. Walk direction is equal to self.move. Okay. We could debug later, but we'll go ahead and save this. And we'll close this buffer. And what we're going to do is we're going to import that components. So we could do import components. It shows up because it's in the same directory as our main file. And we do that, Python, we're going to go ahead and save it. And we'll run it blank. Nothing happens, no errors. There's this total block error, but that's something else that has to deal with the Blender. All right. Next, what we'll do is we're going to exit our text editor. And if we do a list directory, you're going to see we should have a Python cache. I guess we don't yet. I will continue on. All right. So we could do import components as CO. And now what we can do is we can now name our component, right? So we could do, we could call it, let's call it monkey jump. So monkey jump is equal to CO dot player jump. And we're just gonna load the class into memory. We're not gonna execute it with the parentheses on the end, because when we add the component, it's effectively adding the parentheses to the end of the variable. And then we'll do another one called monkey walk equals CO dot player move. We'll save that. And now if we go to reload our Python file in Blender here, we got it down here. Now what we can do is select our player, or actually since we've loaded it, we could do it to our master node. So we'll go to our master node, go to add component, and what we're going to do is we're going to add main dot monkey jump. Click OK. And first we get an error. Oh, that's why. Okay. So we need to import sys. Man, that's sus. All right. Okay, now we'll try and add the component main dot monkey jump. And look, it comes in. Then we can activate it. Then we press play. And it's not jumping because it's telling us what the error is. It says in components pi line 8, args is active, so I must have spelled something wrong. So if I open my components file, yep, you'll see right up here, I did is active. So now we'll save that. We'll close that buffer. Save that. Now we'll go I gotta close the game. Okay. Reload. And we'll press play. And we get the same error Y. Because we have to go ahead and do this. So now if I close, write this, we'll close it. Now if I list what's in here, there we go. We now have this PyCache file. So we need this PyCache file because we need to re-import the updated class every time. So we'll go back into our main file. And what we need to do here is do sys.path.append, and then I'm going to double dot this so we can go into more tutorial / PyCache. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this dot. This has to be relative to where Blender player is running the game from. So now we've done that. Now we reload. Then if we play our game, so one more thing I have to do. So this actually might not be necessary, so we'll clear it out. I actually have to reload this component. There we go. And now we do this. Still getting that error where line 8 is active. All right, let's look at our component. Looks right to me. go back to main and delete the it says key error is active. Okay. Let's try getting rid of high cache. I might have to also save the blend file. Huh, we're still getting that error. Key error is active. I bet we might need to close and reopen Blender. Let's try that. Oh, yep. It's still showing up as is active for some reason. Let's try reloading the file. And we'll save it here. And we'll reload the component. There we go. That might have done it. Let's get this window back. All right, let's try playing it now. There we go. Now he's jumping. Isn't that great? And then if I press the A key and D key, nothing happens. So our next component to import is called monkey walk. So now we'll go add main I'll set the move speed to 40. Main.monkey walk, click is active. And we'll go ahead and run it. No errors. And look, monkey jump and monkey move. Isn't that exciting? You want it to be exciting. All right. So yeah, so now let's make this look more monkey-like. So let's go ahead and delete our player. Oops. Change the view a little bit. Okay, so we'll delete our player. Yes, we want to delete you. And we're going to add mesh. We'll add the monkey. Move it up. Scale it down. give it a new shader. Make it more monkey color. Add emission. Take the same color. We'll try 0.5. Now, let's make a pink monkey. 0.8. Now let's move the light to the front so we can see its face. There we go. All right, that's it there, but nothing's happening yet. We'll go to position 0, get in the camera. We'll change the name of Suzanne to player. Go to our master node. All those things are still there. We'll save our file, and we'll press play. And nothing's happening. Oh, that's because her physics isn't set yet. So select the monkey, go to physics, change it from static to character, save the game, and press play. There we go. Now we have a monkey for our monkey walk and our monkey move. And it's a 2D orthographic game. So you can use 3D models to make your 2D game so the rendering looks really good. Or you can export these as sprites. The other thing you might notice is that we disable the frame rate and turn off the VSync and turn on the frame rate in profile. Oh, we're in Vulkan. So it's going to be 60 frames a second because it's in Vulkan. Thought this was in OpenGL. Yeah, the Vulkan renderer only does 60 FPS, but runs pretty smoothly using this method. But yeah, so to review, you notice we didn't import the we don't even need to import sys. The only time you need to import sys is if you need to append a PI file to the if your PI file won't import as a module. So we'll try deleting this out and see if it still works. This might be all we need. Yep, still working. Okay. So to review, we'll open our components. So you can create a PI file with different types of components in it. The component has to have BGE, and if it's using BPY, it needs that imported. If it's audio, you would need AUD, right? If you're going to do audio work. And then And then to import a component as object into your main file, you just create a variable. You import your components.py file by import the name of the file. Assign it as a variable by using the as keyword. Then do monkey jump equals the name of the component inside that file. And that lets you bring it in. It's what we call instantiated. It's an instance, right, of the component. And you can assign that component to an object in your game, and it comes in with that name. So since it's instantiated, each one of these is a separate address in memory now, right? So we could also do one called like human jump is equal to co dot player jump. And then you could apply it like that. So, yep, that's how you instantiate your components. So they have different names in the GUI and are different addresses in memory. So you can. It also lets you obscure your code. So if your main.py file is, under the GPL, you could do your components under a different license, right? So that might be a way to do it. Or, yeah. So that's how you import one py file into another and then use it as a component in the game engine. So go make your games and have a great day. Bye.